Hi, Bill Cullen here, checking in with another edition of Cullen's Adventures. This time dedicated in particular to those of you with youngsters who, as the months of June, July, and August press by, come to resemble less and less members of the human race and more some species of water bug. In short, to the moms and dads of all enthusiastic young swimmers in pool, lake, ocean, or mountain stream. Our program is presented as a special service by this station and is furnished by Grolier Incorporated, publishers of the Book of Knowledge, the foremost children's encyclopedia for more than 50 years. Swimming, as you'll come to be reminded more and more often during the coming months, is to members of the small fry set one of the most adored activities of summertime. But, as you'll also be reminded from time to time as the season of the sun wears on, it can be dangerous. About 7,000 persons lose their lives by drowning every year in the United States, and the largest number of these deaths occur among young people, specifically in the age group between 1 and 15. As in the case of accidental deaths from all causes, most drownings need not occur, but are the result of carelessness of one sort or another. Statistics show that the two major causes of drowning are being unable to swim when a boat capsizes and leaving children aged 3 or younger unattended in or near water. Most people who drown are non-swimmers, although even good swimmers may drown if they're careless. In most drownings, either the victim was alone or those nearby were unable to help him. Lakes are the scenes of more drownings than any other kind of swimming place, but fatal accidents happen even in bathtubs. Only about 15 out of every 1,000 drownings occur at patrolled beaches and pools. Now, operating on the theory that forewarned is forearmed, here are a few safety tips you might keep in mind for these swimming days just ahead. I found them in the special swimming and diving section of the Book of Knowledge, and though they were written specifically for young people, they're as valid for adults as for the youngsters in the crowd. Here they are. Tip number 1. If you can't swim, don't go in the water unless someone else is present who can rescue you if you have trouble. Tip number 2. Never swim alone. Tip number 3, don't be a show-off. Know your limitations and don't take chances. Number 4, if you're a non-swimmer, always wear a life jacket when you go out in a small craft. Tip number 5, don't float on rubber rafts in deep water. Number 6, when you water ski, always wear a safety belt. Tip number 7, before you dive, find out how deep the water is and what's on the bottom. And here's one final bit of advice. Should you fall into deep water from a boat or a bridge or a pier, don't panic. There's no reason to be afraid if you follow the rules for such a situation. If you're some distance from shore, don't try to swim ashore. It may be further than you think and you'll tire yourself. Look about for something floating near you, an overturned boat, an oar, a cushion, a log, and hold on to it. If no such object is nearby, float on your back, or float face down, raising your head to breathe every few seconds. You need not move. It's possible to remain floating for hours until rescuers come. And on that optimistic note, we'll have to bring today's edition of Cullen's Adventures to a close. One quick invitation to parents. We've put together a booklet containing an assortment of facts and figures very similar to those you've heard on the show. If you'd like to receive a copy to pass on to the youngsters of the house, let us hear from you. There's no charge for it. All we need is your name and address on a postcard. Mail it to Cullen's Adventures, Box 3400, Grand Central Station, New York City, and the booklet is yours. I'll be back again tomorrow with another of these adventure series, furnished by Grolier Incorporated, publishers of the Book of Knowledge. Till then, this is Bill Cullen saying thank you and goodbye.